Ah, perfect.
Nice. Excellent. That's exactly what you want.
I've done it
Mhm,
before
mhm.
with Valley, but there we go.
Okay. So previously on Sweet Nothings, you guys have completed the wastelands, basically, and have passed into the no man's land between the Empire and the Wastelands. This is sort of a land that's uh, not as toxic as the Wastelands, but is incredibly rocky. Sort of nothing really lives here. And along the way, you've come across some earth spirits who are having a trouble in an area where they've decided to start mining. You've come down to help them, and you have run into some corrupted spirits and toxic waste, and also this venom hydra, which you are
Mm-hmm.
now fighting. Um, you know that
PBK, good game,
Hognar
guys.
is nearby because you keep hearing him like call out advice. It's not very helpful. Um,
Yep.
and yes, I believe. Oh, there's no initiative tracker.
Cogniz there. Lower
Okay,
the difficulty.
perfect. And we had just had
IDDQD.
the Venom More Hydras go,
Mhm.
which brings us back to Åvna's turn.
And we determined through our...
Mhm.
A second. My wife just messaged me just at that very second. Make sure nothing's wrong. She is in Melbourne with my son at the moment. Okay, everything seems to be okay. All right. Yes, so we have determined that this this dude here, he of many serpentine heads, is, as Pastor would say, DM, the encounter sucks.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yep, yep.
I don't think that we have the capacity to defeat it, but give me a second. I've got to remember how my flaming sphere works. So I'll just put that in there so I can read it easier. Let's say I can move it as a bonus action.
But not very far.
No.
Mhm.
I think we are going to... Yeah, I'm looking pretty much worse for wear. So
Mhm.
I think... This work? Let me just check. Okay, I'm going to get rid of Flaming Sphere because I'm going to cast... I can't. I've used my 4th level spells. Fuck that. I came in here completely unprepared, and it shows. Alright, it's been doing acid, not poison, hasn't it?
Mhm.
It does acid and poison. It does poison on the bites and acid as a spray.
And who took the antitoxin off me? Was it Rukka?
Yeah, Rukka used the antitoxin. That's correct.
Okay. I think then I'm going... I'm going to cast this again on myself then.
Yep. Were you poisoned?
Oh, but it gives me, for the duration, the target has advantage on saving throws against poison and has
resistance
resistance
poison
to
damage.
poison damage.
What are all your icons? I know one of them's a bond.
Bond, something else. I'm covered in light. I'm doing my lighty thing. I can't remember what the eye was. So yeah, can't remember. It might have been me affected by something.
Yes,
But I'm going to
that's what
cast.
I was-
I'm going to cast protection from poison upon myself, and then I'm going to say, "Fuck it, I'm in reach of this thing." So I'm going to bonus action hit it with some laser beams.
Mhm.
And shoot Rukka in the face.
Oh,
An auspicious start, slow and crap.
okay. I'll get rid of the target that's on it.
And I will, in the process, try and work out what that eye was. It's dark
Did-
vision.
Oh, okay.
Have I cast dark vision upon myself?
Yeah, I think so. That does sound correct.
Mhm.
Kridi.
Yep, cool.
Alrighty. Okay. So I have my spiritual weapon up still, which I think is whacking it in the back, which is great. I believe I need to do a user bonus action. Yep, and repeat attack. Yep, cool. Okay. Okay. Let's see. This thing seems bad and powerful. So let's try and split its attention, I guess. I would my fancy armor. Does it take an action to activate it?
I think we said a bonus for your armor. I think that's right. Wait a second. What's your armor?
It's the mirror image one that we infused with it.
Oh, that might actually be an action. Yeah, mirror image. It just lets you cast mirror image. Yes, so it's an action. for
Oh,
mirror
right. So
image.
that lets me cast it. It's not for, as because I'm wearing. Yep, cool. Okay, in that case, yes, I will cast mirror image.
Mhm.
And then get some of those going,
Mhm.
which I believe is 4 or 3.
4, I think. I could be wrong.
3 illusionary because
Three,
yourself.
okay,
Yep,
yeah.
cool.
4
Put that
in
on. Yep.
Mhm.
I will attack. Find it appropriate. I guess that actually works well. Oh no, 3 on that. Take away that. Cool. And then I will attack. Bonus action. Smack it with my magical spiritual weapon. That'll probably not hit. With a 2.
Indeed, that does not hit.
Cool.
Do you have Emboldening Bond out at the moment?
Yes.
Who's that on?
Like like the 3 of us, I believe.
Okay,
Like
cool.
the ones with the heart and the chain.
Ah, okay. Yep. Okay, Heart Chain is Emboldening Bond. Excellent.
Yes, but I don't think adding a D4 to that's going to help.
Nope.
So I will, and then I will also move up to here to try and.
All right. Yep. Afanen.
So wait, sorry, I was distracted. What are we? We're fighting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or run? Yeah, we're fighting it. Okay.
We are in the middle of fighting it, so
You could run. The rest of us, if we chose to run, would actually be fighting it.
Oh, okay. So I should run? Is that what you're saying?
I think you should come
no.
up here and save the day. Or die
But
trying.
what if instead of doing that, I just shot at it?
that sounds good. That is what you are good at.
I would like to use my flame bow.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to steady aim.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get sneak attack?
Yes, if you steady aim, absolutely. Are you using a charge from your bow?
Let me double check what that does.
Blow stuff up.
4d8 fire damage. Is that better? Oh no, actually no, I won't because each creature within 10 feet of the target must make a dexterity saving throw.
Which is
So
bloody
shoot
damage,
it
don't do
in
that.
the last 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it not with my with my explodey
Okay.
thing, I think.
Yep. Sure. It is marked as your favorite enemy at the moment. So yes. A 27 hits it. You do an extra d4 damage on top of this, so roll that. And what are you having your bees do?
I think I'll
Nice.
get my bees to what's it called again? Shadow press. So they have disadvantage on the next d20.
Cool.
I'm glad someone could hit them.
Sure. After you attack, they are going to take legendary action.
The reason Afanen hit Oz is because you and I showed Afanen where not to aim.
And it's going to bite Kridi, who attacked them.
Oh, my spiritual weapon attacked. I technically didn't attack, but
Yeah, I know. But they're going to bite you anyway. No, I'm 15. Miss.
roll a d20 because of mirror image first.
Ooh. 10. I think that is one of them, isn't it?
If you have 3 good, you must roll 6 or higher to change. Yep. Any modifier. So that will hit one of my things and go away.
All
It
right.
did have disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
But 15 changed to 15. All right. And that's going to make it Rukka's go.
Rukka is going to Hexblade curse it,
All right. Big curse. Nice.
and then come up to here and stabby.
Taking time. All right. Yeah.
Join
and then
us.
Gonna miss. Yep. All
Stabby,
All
stabby.
rolled 9. Okay, that's a bit better. I don't think it's going to hit.
Might want to use Emboldening Bond on a 14. It's just pushing it away with its head. That will just hit it.
I'm going to
Nice.
expend a flourish to do extra damage and up my AC.
How much is that? 19. 23.
Yep.
As you slice into it, this is the second big hit you guys have done to this thing. You sort of drive your spear into its neck, and while you pierce it all the way through and then rip it out the side, the head sort of flops over, but then little tendrils of flesh like flick back down and pull its head back into place. How much
Rude.
damage was
Rude.
that? 23. All right, that's going. You're done. That was a bonus and a thing. Yep. Cool. That's going to make it its go. At the start of its turn, it's going to regain some health. Oh, it can't regain that much health. That's too much.
Cheats, hacks.
It seems to
Ding.
fully heal. It just regenerates. Rah. As you see all its flesh grow back over. And then it's annoyed at Afanen. So all the way at the
Hey.
back there, Afanen is invisible to it. I think. Is anybody got a light source?
There was
I
a
don't
light
know.
source here.
Sorry.
There's a light source here. And
Oh.
I currently have light coming off.
You have light coming off you?
Yes.
Yes, that's lit down there.
Yeah,
I lit
that's
that
okay.
brazier.
Yeah, you let that
Where's
brazier.
the measuring tape? There we are. Alright. So
30
how
and
far
40.
are you away? 40. 30. Okay, so far it's not in bright light. That's fine. In which case these will all be at disadvantage. But it's going to spit acid at you 5 times. No.
Ooh.
20.
No!
16. No. 16. No. 13. No.
This is actual hacks.
24.
This is
So
hacks.
I think the 20 and the 24 hit you.
My armor class is 16, so do they hit me? Those 16s hit me?
Oh yes, if your armor class is 16, then yes, the 16s will also hit. Okay,
It's
so it hits you.
goddamn hacks.
Four of the 5 heads managed
Dropping
to
loogies
target
at
you
ya.
even in the darkness and cover you in acid. Can you make 4 dexterity saving throws?
No?
Well, it doesn't stack, and you've already failed one, so it doesn't matter. But you are poisoned until the end of the turn. And damage-wise, it's going to deal you 13 acid, 22 acid, 33 acid, 40 acid damage from 4 spits.
I'm
Now
gonna
remember
die?
when
I should have run
you
away?
said you asked me if it was my choice for you to stay. I said, do what you need to do is protect yourself.
Anyway, that's going to make it Åvna's go.
Oh, that's 50. That's a 50. Okay. So we're all about to die, and we haven't damaged that thing at all.
Cocksucker
Do we
motherfucker.
want to retreat?
I think we're gonna.
You've gone
Yes.
so close multiple times to actually hurting it. But yeah, it's looking pretty bad.
Yes. Pretty bad. That is a way.
Cognar says, guys, you've got to try a bit harder.
Okay, fine.
You're so close. Just rip a head off.
Fine. For Super Earth. I'll hit it with a guiding bolt.
Okay.
That'll probably hit it.
That
Good
does
job.
hit it. 14 damage. Doesn't really seem to do too much.
Doesn't seem to care about the radiant damage.
It's not in love with Radiant, but it doesn't really. It's not too bad either.
They're going to hit it with some light beams, which is now at an advantage.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. That absolutely hits it.
That will do me.
Nice.
If it
That's
bleeds,
gonna make it
we can kill
Kridi's
it.
go.
Oh, what blade?
We've got it on the ropes now.
Nothing. Cool. Alrighty. Let's just move forward. I will step forward. I can hit it from here, I assume, if I'm within 5 feet.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. I will bonus
Um,
action. Oh,
If Kridi moves to there, will Kridi get advantage because it's outnumbered?
Yes. I am tempted to make it count as 5 creatures because it has 5 heads. But no, you can still outnumber it. Yes, that's fine. You can have flanking.
cool. And then I'll use one of these smites in the prayer bead to apply to this attack. Well, I'll cast it and then.
All right. Keep in mind that that's a concentration spell.
Yep.
And a bonus action.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not concentrating on anything.
Yeah, I know. It just you won't
I
be
mean,
able to
I
use
can't.
your
Yes, I can. I think that's
spiritual
fine.
weapon.
I
Yep.
am trying to
Mhm.
get some damage onto it. Just let me roll my quarterstaff with advantage.
Mhm.
I'll add a d4 to that.
15 hits. You don't need to add a d4. That is fine. Its AC is 15.
Cool.
All right. What's your smite?
Great question. 2d6 radiant damage. Cool. 2d6.
Nice.
25.
Yep.
And just so you know, you've done a 23 and a 24 previously. As you come in with this smite, you bludgeon one of the heads so viciously that it ruptures, the neck explodes, and it falls to the ground, flopping around one of the heads. Blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
There's
However,
still 4 more.
because you did that, it's going to take a legendary action and bite you.
Mm-hmm. Roll a d20.
Plus 8. It gets a 15 to hit.
That
which is a
will
miss.
so that will it'll miss the it'll actually target me and miss.
Then oh, okay.
Well, yeah. So
Yeah.
so basically my mirror image was still up, but it yeah.
Okay. Right, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Anyway, yep, that was its legendary, which is going to make it Afanen's go.
Is drinking a healing potion a bonus action?
Yes.
I would like to do that then.
Sure.
How do they work? I don't think I've ever actually had one.
2d4 plus 2. If it's just a regular healing potion.
2d4. Oh!
So 4.
Nice.
That is
To paint the silver lining on that cloud, it's 4 hit points more than what you had.
It's true.
I should also say the first time you got hit by all that acid, just some of your bees died, so you should have an extra 3 hit points.
Oh yeah, I forgot about my bees.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing I don't get sneak attack.
Actually, you're effectively invisible because it can't see you. So yes,
If you move
do
up,
have advantage.
if you move up within 30 feet of me before you take your shot, I can give you plus d6 to the attack to make sure it hits.
You just have to stay 20 feet away from Kridi. Yeah. So you could be somewhere like here or
Why do I have to
anywhere
stay
around
20
here.
feet away from Kridi?
I'm
Because
shining bright
Kridi's
light.
giving off light, and you're only invisible when you're.
Oh,
So if
okay.
you were to step up to there, then I can give you wheel to give you an extra d6 on the attack. Since
Okay.
you're using your sneak attacky.
Yep.
Wasn't necessary, but
Okay, and what do you want your? Remember you've got your favored enemy on it, so it's an extra d4.
Nice.
Oh, you hunters marked it. That's what that concentrate was and what the target
Yes.
was on it. Oh, so you've got hunter's mark as well. Do an extra 2d6, but only one of them's going to count for this one. Okay, the 6 will count for this one. 5 from previous. Oh, although that 5 won't do anything. Never mind. Okay, so what have we got? 6, 14, 18, 24. What do you want your bees to do? May I recommend cold?
Huh? You recommend cold?
You're doing
All right.
24 points of damage at the moment.
Oh, okay, then sure. Yeah, let's add a d6 of cold damage.
All right. Okay, you weren't here last time when you were doing it previously, but you did do cold damage to him previously, and he does seem to hate that. So as you shoot him here, your arrow pierces down his neck, explodes in his venom sac, and rips another head off.
Oh,
Nice.
he's gonna be
It
so pissed at me.
also freezes over the stump.
Ooh. No regrowing for you, sir.
All right, that's going to make it Rukka's go. Oh wait, actually, before that happens, it's going to take a legendary action to
No,
spit at
don't.
Afanen because it
Yeah.
got
No,
pretty annoyed
don't.
about that. One of the other heads looks towards you and hocks a loogie.
Oh,
21 will
God.
hit,
No.
and it does 3d6 acid damage to you. It does 17 acid damage. Remember to take away 3 for your bees, so it only does 14 acid damage as it
Still not great.
vengefully spews all over you.
Jeez.
All
I'm gonna
right.
die.
That's Rukka's go.
Rukka is going to bonus action hex it,
Oh, nice.
and then is going to stab with the spear.
What ability are you giving it a disadvantage on?
Dexterity.
Okay.
And
Yes, a 20 hits it, absolutely. 18 points of damage.
I'm going to
What's your
blade
hex?
flourish.
Uh-huh. And your hex damage?
And my hex damage is another 1d8, so I'm just going to roll the flourish again.
1d6.
Oh, 1d6. Well,
Yeah.
that's good. Let me roll that then.
Mhm.
It didn't.
All right. You do 24 points of damage as you cut through almost the entirety of a neck, but just come in a little bit short.
So unfortunate.
It is.
You got no way to do any extra damage?
I mean, it put a few effects on there.
Yeah.
He only does emotional damage.
Yeah.
And then my
Mhm.
second attack.
Oh, yep. Second attack. Yep.
Nice.
How that hits. Yep, absolutely.
And that also does necrotic damage.
So 20 points of damage. All right. It's its go. At the start of its turn, from 2 of the stumps, another 2 heads regrow. So it now has 7 heads. However, it doesn't seem to heal most of it. It's like covered in gaping wounds all over the rest of the body as sort of meat from other parts of it subsumed and then spout out through the necks.
Yep.
What we need to do is cut so many heads off that it gets so many new heads it falls over.
Yeah.
But,
I don't think we can survive that long, I'm gonna be
Cannot
honest.
support its own weight.
It does have 7 heads at the moment, and the first thing it's going to do is try to kill Afanen. So only 3 of them get to act this turn because 4 of
Afanen
them
said
disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, Afanen said burb. Okay, fine. I'll just kill somebody else. I'm not fine with that.
Oh no, you can wait till
Who
she
else
gets
took a
back.
head off? Kridi.
Yeah.
Hey, Kridi. One of them is going to try to bite Kridi.
Cool.
Meow.
Roll
12.
a d20 first. Sorry.
Oh, roll a d20. A 12.
That will hit a thing.
Okay, so and then it's going to bite you again. So
Yep.
I'll roll a d20 first.
Yep.
A 14.
That one will hit the thing again. So now I'm out of mirror images.
All right, then it'll bite you for real. It's getting annoyed at this stage. Mar. 9.
And
All
whiffs.
right. Well, that's its go. Åvna.
All right. How many?
Does anyone else have the ability to do cold damage?
I'm not really thinking that I do because I chose not to take cold spells.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Cold.
about that, no.
We grew up in the frozen wastes. You know, it's cold all the time. why would we need cold damage?
Well, exactly. I take fire and stuff. Interesting. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna hit it with. Oh, she's back. You just avoided dying because you weren't here.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, hold on, I gotta go again. Oh, look out! I'll be right back, guys.
Tactics. It's a cunning ploy. I don't really have any spells that are going to be of use other than just more of what I did before. So I guess more of what I did before will be in order. So let's hit with a guiding bolt.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
No.
Mhm.
Suck. All the fun out of it. And then as a bonus action, I'm actually going to cast a different spell. Cast Healing Word upon Afanen.
Can't cast 2-level spells.
That's correct. I can't. It's a bonus action, so I was just thinking bonus action.
No,
No,
does his guiding bolt count as a spell when it's a free?
no,
Yeah,
I've already
it
used
is.
my free one. It's still it just gives.
Oh, okay. That was just a regular guiding
Yeah.
bolt.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
But no,
And
you
still
are
would
correct.
apply
I
'cause
was
it
yeah.
is a
As soon as you
spell.
said, I was just thinking bonus actions. So I'll just use my non-spell bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
Yeah, that does
Sorry,
hit.
Afanen. I tried to help you.
Max damage again.
I know Oz is out here wanting me to die.
What?
At the end of
Rude.
Åvna's go, it's going to take a legendary action to try and destroy Afanen, who is now back. Hello.
No.
It's at you.
I tried to
I gotta
help
go.
you.
I'll be back,
I
guys.
tried to help you.
No.
23 to hit, which is definitely a hit.
It was.
Oh,
It
fuck.
rolls
I was the good guy here.
3d6 acid damage, which is 10. You only take 7 of that, but that is enough to reduce you to 0.
Bye, everybody.
That's gonna make it Kridi's go.
Don't worry, you'll be back up again.
You lose concentration on Hunter's Mark. Wow.
Not my fault.
Still well out of range. Okay. Okay, so I will, on my turn, I will bonus action cast Healing Word on on Afanen. What's the range on that? Is it 60 feet? Yeah, okay, cool. So I can
Easy.
just do that straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy that. You're not
Cool.
dead.
Gain 1 level of fatigue and gain a bunch of HP.
7 HP. That's pretty good. And then I guess with my action, just whacking it without the smite wouldn't be great. Let's just
Every little bit
recast
of damage
mirror
is going to
image.
help.
Recast mirror image. All right.
Yeah, I think at this point just being defensive is also helping. Nope. Okay.
Afanen, you're lying on the ground. You don't feel too good.
Yeah. I would like to drink a healing potion again.
All right.
Maybe it'll go better this time.
That could happen.
Eyes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
7. It's a bit
That's
better.
good.
Oh, look at me. I feel so good.
Stand up and shoot.
Yes, please.
Alrighty. A 13 because you don't have. Oh wait, you do have advantage. You're still invisible. Invisible is strong. All right. You do still get favored enemy, but you don't get Hunter's Mark. So add a D4 to that. And what do you want your bees to do?
Cold damage.
All right. At
Mhm.
the moment you are doing 22. You need a 3 or more on a D6.
Please.
Yay!
Oh, perfect.
You exactly smash through one of those venom sacs, freezing it and then shattering its neck as one more head falls to the ground.
I don't want to die again.
Well, did
That's
you maybe
gonna make it.
could you move back?
Rukka's go.
No, I need to be close to Åvna.
Bonus action.
Well, I didn't do it that time.
The
I got it.
sword comes in.
I have to choose to do it beforehand.
Nice.
Bonus action sword absolutely smashes into it.
Then action.
That hits.
Plus that.
20. Yep. It is bloodied, by the way. That happened a bit ago. I
Yep.
should put a token on it for all its wounds.
I mean, add your D4, I guess. Yeah, no.
A 13 misses.
Yep.
All right, that's going to make it its go. It has 6 heads remaining, which means it gets to make 6 attacks.
Mhm.
It is going to attack Kridi with a bite. Oh wait, I should roll the d20 first.
That's gonna miss regardless. It'll even miss my
Yep.
my
So
image.
Attack 2 will attack number 10. Which I think is an image, and it will destroy that image.
Mhm.
All right, attack 3 will go for a 14, which is also an image. It destroys that image.
Mhm.
It likes the taste of
It's
air.
gonna give up on you because that was 1, 2, 3 attacks. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
gonna start attacking Rukka with the remaining 3 attacks. So I was gonna make a bite attack at Rukka. 26 is a hit. That does 1d6 plus 4 damage, 5 damage, and 2d4 poison damage, which is 5 poison damage, which you resist half of, so 2 poison damage. So 7 total damage, and then it'll attack you again. 15, miss,
Missed.
and again 26. That's a hit. For 6 piercing and half of 4, 2 more poison. So 6 piercing and 2 poison, 8 damage. Alrighty, that's going to make it, oh, and it regenerates. It has 6 heads at the moment. That's weird, but okay. Let me just check this. Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll just get 30. Right, it's fine. All right, its regeneration seems to have slowed down. Oh. You've noticed it's not healing as rapidly as before.
Excellent.
Åvna.
I'll stab it with the spear.
That hits. 8 points of damage.
Then I'm going to give it some disco lovin'.
Yes.
That'll
8
be the end of my
damage.
turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to spit at Afanen.
Mm-hmm. Shocking.
A 17.
God,
which
it's been
Can you
rolling
not?
well on that.
It's going to do what?
Fuck
I rolled
off.
D10s. I rolled D10s. Those are not
Yeah.
the correct dice.
That is.
It's
I was going to say
3d6.
that's
It does 9. I was like, how did I roll 24 on 3d6? What the fuck? It does 9 points of acid damage. Remember that 3 points of that are ignored, so it only did 6. Yep, good.
You lived an attack. Good job.
Anyway,
Thanks.
that makes it Kridi's go.
Cool. I'm going to swing with my quarterstaff and smite at the same time.
Sure.
You can have. Do you want D6 for it, or I might save it for? How good's your smite
It's fine. This is damage or to attack?
to attack?
Yeah, no, I should be good because I do have advantage. Yep. And then plus 2d6. Okay.
Aw,
So
17.
17 damage.
All right. Bonk. Bit of a beating on it. At the end of your turn, it's going to take another legendary action to bite you.
Sure. Roll d20.
I guess a 14. I think
That
that's your mirror image,
will-
isn't it?
Yep.
It bites the mirror image.
And destroyed.
All
Nice.
right. Afanen.
I just trying to decide if I should put what's its face back on it.
Hunter's mark.
Yeah,
I mean, probably. Like,
probably because we have to hit it for a lot,
Mhm.
so that'll help. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
I
Good
have
choice.
one more wheel. If you want it, you can have it. Otherwise, I'll hold it for someone's saving throw.
Good choice. You put Hunter's Mark on it. Sure.
Which is a bonus action.
It is.
So I will shoot it.
Mm-hmm. You have advantage because you're in darkness. Bloop. And this creature does rely on dark vision to see. Yep. So that hits it. 17. Yep. D4 plus a D6. That's 25. And what do you want your bees to do?
Cold
Another
bees.
D6 cold. Okay, you blow a head off with 29 points of damage.
nice.
It staggers. It's sort of its remaining 5 heads. All of them. Well, actually, yeah, all of them sort of new fleshy ones. Sort of drooping. That's going to make it Rukka's go.
Alright, let's start with the bonus action.
Sword comes in, buries itself in its side. Continue staggering.
Then the Beskar Spear.
Okay. As you drive the Beskar spear deep into this creature, you see it sort of turn into a massive poisonous mist that is quickly dispelled by the property of the Beskar spear. It does not begin to rise as you destroy it.
Nice.
Kill stealing?
Goodness. Well,
Nice
that gets me
work.
back 6 hit points. Ugh. Thank goodness for Hexblade's Curse.
It's not going to come back as a.
No, because I killed it with the Cold Iron.
You
Yep.
did too, yes.
Bognar appears and says, "Yes, yes, good job.
Fucking Cognar.
You know, if you collect all the bindings from that creature, and it has a few, I believe my artificers at home will be able to fashion quite a nice ring for you." And then he looks to Kridi, or maybe even teach you how to make a nice ring.
I mean, we should get the
Did-
findings regardless.
Did Cognar just propose to Rukka?
Kridi.
Kridi, I think.
Kridi.
Pretty.
Mm,
And the answer is yes.
Okay. Sometimes I don't pick up on the social cues, so I just wanted to check.
No, you believe just of mysteriously handing rings out at night
Yeah.
without consent.
I mean, Afanen is pretty upset that Cognar was like, I'll teach Åvna how to make rings.
No, not
When
Åvna.
I'm-
Kridi.
Oh, we'll teach Kridi how to make rings.
You said Rukka, now you're saying Åvna. there's only three of us, and you've said everyone except for Kridi.
Clearly,
He
Afanen just
He
doesn't care about
walked
Kridi
over to
whatsoever.
Åvna, all right? He walked to Åvna, and it confused me.
He's also walking to the wall.
Alrighty. But yes, we should probably grab the bindings off this. Who is the best at that again?
Survival, is it?
it is survival.
My survival's pretty good.
Yeah, likewise.
I have
If I'm
+8,
remembering correctly.
and I have
Mhm.
Arthur
Yeah,
to give me
+7.
bonus.
Go for it. I can help, I guess.
I take a 20. Oh, hang on, it's not 3.5, is it?
Anybody who has also got the skill can
Mhm.
aid in this. Yes.
Yes, I will aid. I've got survival. What
Fucking
does that
hell.
do?
I'm going to quit right now.
Right. So you get a 12.
I put my head in his
Um,
mouth.
You don't seem to gather up a binding. In fact, you sort of sense that it's starting to destabilize, and Cogna sort of rushes in, pushes your hand to the side, and so yeah, just let me give you a hand here, and he gathers up the bindings for you. Okay. Oh.
Intended. Get Fabio to earn his keep.
Hey, Cognar, bud. Do you
Yeah.
happen to have any potions of greater healing on you?
You can- I can heal
I
you.
have a lot of potions for hair treatment. If your hair's messed up, I can't really see it. It's under a lot of mask and gear.
Yeah, no,
But,
that's all right.
I have the staff of healing.
I have this enchanted
Yeah.
comb.
We have plenty of healing. It's fine.
Just hoping to use some of his resources for a change.
I can do mass cure wounds on all of us if we want.
Guess
I'm
it
pretty sure
depends.
we're not going to be fighting much for the rest of the day. So
Probably not.
Well, we should probably
Yeah.
cover this mess up since we've killed one of the guardians.
one of the guardians.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of these beasts in this valley. They protect the empire from incursion.
Could we have
Huh.
not killed that?
Ah, it's fine. There's like another 11 of them.
Oh, wait, Rukka killed it.
Yeah, or Rukka, definitely.
It's very impressive.
Just
It's
wait till I
fine.
kill my dad. He'll be proud.
Did you say wait till you kill your dad or tell your dad?
Hell.
Okay, cool. I was like, what weird customs do they have at the fucking the
Caribou
Caribou clan?
It's the murder boo.
Alrighty. Kridi, if you want to gather up Kridi, will spend another what's the name? Channel Divinity.
Yep.
And we'll heal everybody.
Yes, everybody can group up for a channel divinity. No problem.
And hold hands. Sing kumbaya.
Well, that was a bad roll, but hey, everybody gets 9 HP.
Back to where I was at the start of the session.
Oh. guys look terrible.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think Afanen's ever had this little HP. I mean, apart from the dying thing, that was also new, but
Mm.
I don't like it.
Kridi will, I guess, yeah. I think we'll be fine. That seems good enough too, unless we get into another fight immediately. But I think we'll be fine. We'll be good. Righty, so let's. I guess do we need to? What do we need to do here? Do we need to actually clear anything else out? Like there seems to be a lot of just poison and gas or whatever the hell this stuff is up here.
Well, we can go check that
Yeah.
out, but
It's just mostly, yeah, it's just like a lot of toxic stuff that it sort of made its home in. If you guys were good at mining, there's some stuff around here that I guess you could mine. Says Cogno.
We are miners, but not that sort.
all right. Are we done?
I think so.
Do we
Let's
want
get out of
to
here.
do we want
Unless
to make
you want
sure
to,
that the people who wanted us to come and help them are okay? You know, the earth
Eh.
spirits that were up the top.
yes. Well, I mean, we can let them know that we killed, slayed the beast.
Let's do so.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, if you wanted to defeat them, they make fairly good ingredients for some items as well. But yeah,
Is that what
sure,
Cognar
we can
said?
tell them. Yeah, that's what Cognar says. Cognar doesn't care about earth spirits. He's like, whatever.
I mean, we went through all this effort to do this. Let's not just throw it away.
I just wanted to see you guys fight that guardian. That was pretty cool. All right, yes. So you guys climb up out of the mines. You head back to the Earth Spirits, who seem pretty chuffed that you've cleared that creature out, and they head back into the mines to start doing some mining. They don't seem to mind that you killed their corrupted brethren. Yeah, they come back down here and start sort of toiling away. A couple of them will hand you some gems, some rough pieces of jade and onyx.
Well, Afanen is the jeweler.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All yours, Afanen. You can keep those
Mm-hmm.
for the party, obviously. But
What was it? Onyx and jade?
Yep, they will give you 3 pieces of jade and 9 pieces of onyx.
Sick.
yes.
Well, shall we continue to the gateway to the Empire?
Sure.
Absolutely.
All right.
Verb.
Welcome to my homeland. Well, Cogna says, welcome to my home. At the moment.
Alrighty, a new map.
You are at the gateway.
Mm-hmm.
This takes like another couple of days. As a side note, you are trekking across a rather large area, but yes, you do come to the Lower Empire.
Cool. So we can long rest our
Yeah,
characters.
yeah. We'll have reset everything.
Yes, absolutely. You guys have long rested a couple of times. Everybody has all their resources back, and I should actually give you XP for that, but I will
Have
do
I?
it later.
Can I get rid of any exhaustion levels?
Yes, you will
Yes.
remove all your exhaustion levels. It's been 2 days since that fight, and you arrive at Gateway. This is a massive sort of couple of keeps dividing the valley. This is a massive gap in between, which is represented by a rather large gap, but it's not as big as this, but it's not like a 5-mile gap, but it is probably half a mile in between these two towers that represent this massive sort of chain of fortresses that cross to a huge gateway.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
With sort of 2 fort cities on either side of the gateway. As you approach, you can see a lot of figures sort of up on the battlements, and 2 of them will approach you, who I will make available in its journal. You will meet Emmy, and you will also meet Viltor. L2, is that right? If I go show to players,
Yes.
change it so that everybody can see it. Ah, yes, it does. Cool. All right. Yes.
Viltor.
Yes. So you see Viltor, who comes down, and he looks angrily at Cogna, and says, "Well, how was your journey into the desert?" And Cogna just smiles widely, and with his sort of very wide, very white smile, and spreads his arms wide and comes in for a hug. "Oh, brother, I've missed you. Ah, it's been too long." "Don't brother me. You're not my brother." "Yes, but we're brothers in spirit." And you see a Viltor sort of move away from him.
They are gigantic gauntlets.
They are. He wears some absolutely massive white enameled gauntlets. Yes. He's got a rune-etched shield. You can see he's wearing some kind of, you believe, spell mantle. Yeah.
Spell mantle.
Yeah, this little thing that he's got like over his shoulders. You can sense like the magical power coming from it. It seems to protect him from magic.
Cool. Very fancy.
And he sort of takes in the rest of you, and he says, "Oh, and who are these? Who are you all?"
I guess like.
Go, Rukka, do your thing.
We're the Northern Warriors. Perhaps you've heard of us.
Kridi will laugh at that when Rukka says, "Perhaps you've heard of us."
You're the Northern Warriors who
Have
are
you-
coming from the south.
It's a long story.
Indeed, but
Interesting.
if you head north long enough, you do eventually head south.
I guess.
Are we?
Yes,
Are
I've
we?
never
Are we on a
heard.
circle?
I've never headed that far north. Not that I'm sure that's how magnetic poles work, but yeah.
It's all relative. We could
It's-
have been north where we were from, but south to you.
That's not the case, but I don't know why you're saying that, because that's just not true. But okay.
Says,
Do we
well,
honestly know?
you have heard that you
Yes.
are from the north. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, we're we're the champions of the arena. We're the slayers of the blood bear. We're pretty awesome.
We're sailors
You are
of the
the
moon.
slayers of the blood bear?
We didn't kill the blood bear.
That's
what are you talking about?
That's quite a tale. Are you are you kings and queens in disguise? Wait, I shouldn't be saying that. Are they kings and queens in disguise? He says, looking worriedly at Cogna. Cogna shakes his head.
when did we slay the blood bear?
Well, you did slay a devotee of the blood bear who took on the form of a blood bear.
Yes,
Technically,
I remember that. But that was
technically it
definitely
was
not
a
the
blood bear.
It was a blood bear. It was not the blood bear.
Blood bear, yeah.
Why do you guys let truth get in the way of a good story?
Um,
You're trying to hype us up.
Because
You're
I
going
don't
very
want to.
quiet. Okay. Let me just turn you up. There you go.
all right. Well, I am very sorry that you have had to put up with my patriarch. I'm sure. Stop calling me patriarch. It's brother, says Cognar. He's busy combing his hair. The desert wind, you understand. This is my wife. You are welcome into the Empire if you are escorted by my brother. I'm sure that I will meet you at our home, which I expect you are headed to right now. Correct, brother? You are taking back up your family duties? Yeah. I mean, not very important, but sure. He sort of looks forlornly. Well, I have a duty here, so hopefully I will see you soon.
You don't actually mean that, though, do you?
Well, I am interested to see who the Patriarch has brought back. As much as Cognar is the most annoying person to walk this planet, as far as I know, he also has great insight. It was indeed his training and pushing that allowed me to marry Imogen far above my station. And he looks towards the lady with him with love and devotion. She just smiles back. You can see she has massive wings made out of jade,
Yeah.
as you would have noticed earlier.
They do look an awful lot like Necromunda spiras.
How many pieces of jade would I need to make wings like that? That's the question.
A lot, but also
More than 4, huh?
Yes, probably.
yeah, yeah.
If
That's
you
fair.
make jade wings for yourself, could you make obsidian wings for me?
I've got onyx. I can make you onyx ones.
That'll do.
They're the same color, right?
Yeah.
Is Onyx stronger than Obsidian? Probably. Obsidian isn't that strong.
What were the ones
Very
with
sharp.
wings again? They were Yelds, weren't they?
Or were they Jakaras?
Yelds.
Mm.
And O something for the ones with the 2 gauntlets.
Horus.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys have been sort of out here for a while, these two sort of flew over to you. One on a flying sword, and the other one obviously has wings. As you are out chatting to sort of ladies in what looks to be plate, but is covered in sort of cogs. It has full face masks, sort of a lot of leather covering so that you can't like see any of them, but the face mask is like flipped open so that you can see their faces. And these two ladies approach you.
Oh god, the anime.
Yeah. Steampunks.
Mm-hmm.
And these two join the small gathering. Are these more exiles? You don't look like you're from Rose Gold.
Rose gold.
And you
Is
don't
that
look like
something
you've
we
passed puberty.
Do you really say that back?
No, but it's just those images. It's always like, God, they look like they're 12.
Mm-hmm.
That art style. And
Does
both faces are almost identical. That art style always has basically one face, and they just change it with the hair. Anyway,
yeah. Does rose gold? Do we know what that's referencing? I don't think I've heard it before.
You as players may know what it's referencing, but your characters would not know what it's referencing.
Cool.
But you have played on rose gold before. In steampunk armor, no less.
Right. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was a while ago.
It was. But yeah, these are survivors from Shattered Skies. Here, taking refuge in the Empire, trying to recruit likely warriors.
To help retake it.
Yeah, or just to help the survivors who are there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'll say
Hello.
not quite. We are from the north. Kridi will reply to that. But we are, yes, coming from the south. It's a bit confusing.
well, where we're
well,
from doesn't necessarily mean that that is the last place that we were.
Well, we are members of House Zinnia, one of the great houses of the Empire, and also the great house, well, the old Empire on Rose Gold before its fall.
How does
Still,
it
our
fall?
airships patrol the skies there and try to clean it up as best we can. I can sense that you are all powerful barons. We are always looking to recruit powerful banners into the divers. I'd just like to remind you that Shattered Sky came out before Helldivers did, and yes, they were called Helldivers in Shattered Sky.
Sky. Yep.
I'm just saying it's hard for me to call them that now,
So,
but that is technically what they
Look,
were called.
you know the Raven Queen.
Helldiver 1 came out way before this.
You know the
fine.
Raven
Yeah.
Queen that's in D&D now.
Yeah.
I had a major NPC called the Raven Queen in a
Yeah.
game I ran online before it ever existed in for Wizards of the Coast. We're talking about 15 years or so ago, even
Yep.
longer. It was probably might have even been like over 20 years ago. It doesn't matter. I had the Raven Queen. Fucking Wizards of the Coast stole it, those pricks. But my Raven Queen was much, much fucking cooler.
There's a lot of stuff like that where it's like
you should have copyrighted it, Grail. Clearly,
I should have. But my Raven Queen was cooler. So much cooler. Conceptually, so much cooler. Anyway.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of classic stuff that's like, yeah, obviously lots of people have had Helldivers, but you want it to be not super popular when they're like your thing, but yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Whatever.
cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
so if you would like to be recruited by House Zinnia, there are some people who would like to talk to you. But otherwise, they're not going to pest you. They're just sort of like, here, take our business card. Yeah.
Yes, I think probably let's not agree to something immediately before we get our bearings here.
Yeah, we probably need to ask our parents' permission too.
You're being recruited by kids to join some kid thing. So anyway, as players, because it's like been a bit disjointed again, what was our plans of coming here? You were just getting dragged here by Cognar, or was it What were we coming here for?
Basically to get out of the desert.
Yes, to get out of the desert's one thing, but was there any other goal? Were we going to try and impart Rukka upon these people as well, these unsuspecting, innocent people? We were going to throw Rukka at them.
I mean, I think the overall goal has always been to try to get back home,
Yes.
and like this seems to be the best spot to try and figure out how the hell to do that. Like this seems to be a good these seem to be powerful people and probably like knowledge, and ways to transport things. That
Clearly,
could
what we
actually
need to
all
do
use.
is actually work out exactly where we're from, because we can't get to somewhere where we don't
Yes.
know where it is
Exactly. That's the
in
that was-
relation to where we are.
yeah. That was one of the reasons why we were coming here, because it seems like the Empire seems to be well developed and has, stuff. Also,
There's
we
airships,
can
apparently.
level up. Yeah.
The Empire does have airships, but like they're not the same as the like Halcynia airships.
No, but that's right. But these
Yeah.
guys, there are airships here that we could
Mhm.
potentially, maybe they've flown over the.
Pirates?
Maybe. Arr. You're a pirate, Harry.
So this is the southeastern empire. The empire's split up into, well, technically 5 sectors, but 3 of them are heavily populated. So there's this area. Then across the Sea of Sorrow, you have this area of the empire. And north of it, you have this area of the empire.
Was this made with, were all these maps made with Incarnate?
Yes.
Thought I recognised it.
There's also like, there's the Frozen North, but I will save that for when you get up to the Frozen North. We don't spoil us for that area.
Cool. Okay. Well,
but these are sort of the more known areas, and there's also a massive forest area, but you've sort of that's not really part of the empire so much as the area that's ruled by the Beast King.
so dare you say it, Rukka? Take us to your leader.
Well, I assume Connor is taking us somewhere, so.
Are we going to see your house, Cogna? You going to show us your dig?
Yes, absolutely. Well, we have sort of various houses, obviously, but we do have a house in the capital here, the southern capital, which I thought I would take you to, but we do have to go through a few places first. But if there was anywhere you'd like to visit along the way, we can make that happen.
Surely
we
Rukka would like to go to Vice.
Vice is a city of magic and gambling. It's very excited. Their wizards there put like a perpetual spell of day there, so it's always daytime, and their like time works differently inside Vice.
That sounds
Horrible.
Yep.
So you can gamble all day and you never get tired. They sell elixirs that keep you awake for weeks.
Penance sounds like your kind of place, though, Åvna.
Are we actually like viewing this map? Like, what's the context here? Like,
Yes, there is a map inside the fortress city. So there's like a big map of sort of these 3 segments. In Cognar is like, I don't know if he sort of explained how powerful he is, but like he is the head of the Blackclaw family in a way, in that he's like the most powerful person in the Blackclaw family, And again, power is sort of like the way things are done. But there are elders in the Black Claw family that are like, they have like a political kind of power.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, he is their most powerful fighter. Therefore, he is like the patriarch of
Yes.
House Blackclaw.
His
But,
his opinion counts for a lot
Might
because
makes right.
because he could back it up.
yes, yes, that's right. But yeah, there are kind of other people also. So Viltor's father, for example, is like one of the elders.
Mhm.
Well, where are we headed then, Cogna?
Well, if you're interested in getting a ship and us getting us back to your home, then I would recommend the capital. But if you're interested in joining me in trying to ascend, then there are many great places to train in the Empire. And I know of some sort of prize locations that we could go to for fun. As you guys are sort of poring over the map, this fellow comes into the room as sort of a blur and will smash Cognar through one of the walls.
Okay, cool.
Which guy?
What happened?
This
Okay.
guy.
Oh,
This
no.
guy appears and he absolutely hammers Cognar through one of the walls with a tankard. The tankard that's in his hand, absolutely crumpling it to nothing. And then he sort of frowns and creates one out of jade, which he starts pouring from the keg in his other arm into. And then he looks at you and he says, "What are you guys doing in my war room?"
I just point through the wall at Cogna.
"Ah, I believe I told him he was never welcome here again." From like through the crumbled wall, you hear a, "I'm welcome anywhere the good taste is valued."
Kridi will say Cogna doesn't seem the type to acknowledge anything that what anybody else says.
Doesn't seem the type to listen. You are correct. Well, my name is Teldin. I run this fortress.
Lovely to meet you.
Some new barons in the Empire. Well, we could do with more powerful blood. I'm tempted to indoctrinate you into the Skyforce straight away. You know, Stone
Indoctrinate.
Citadel is always looking to recruit.
Doesn't sound fun, if I'm going to be honest.
Law and order isn't fun. It's a necessary duty. And he starts drinking his beer. We're what keep people safe.
Recap.
But are you the law?
No, the laws of the law. We just enforce it.
Did he?
Do
I'm
you-
the
do you-
law.
Do you assist people too?
Not. There are other people that assist people. If you're looking for people who assist, you're more looking for um. oh,
Like if a little kid was lost and they wanted to get home, who would they go to?
Probably the Red Lotus or the Black Claws.
Huh. Right.
I mean, if they're in a seaside village, the Shoreborn.
The relevant authority.
Now, if a little kid had been kidnapped, they should come to us. We'll deal with those kidnappers.
Will you get them back home when you've dealt with the kidnappers?
I mean, what kind of child can't take care of themselves inside the Empire?
Cognar come back through the wall yet? Like, is this a common, like? Does anyone else seem like concerned that the wall was just smashed through, or is this just like a regular thing?
Yes, a bunch of like servants sort of rush into the room, see Teldin back out of the room. Yeah.
Is this a normal thing that happens?
It's not normal, but also like a lot of lords and stuff in the same location isn't like super common.
I mean,
There's
having a law and order officer, carrying around a keg and a tankard isn't normal either. Let's just put it out there.
That's
Yeah.
right. This is like
Booze
keep
in
in
the legal
mind,
system, they're not good bedfellows.
this is also this is like the chief of police for the whole empire. So he's like the head of Stone Citadel. Which
And
is
he's
a
a
flying
violent
citadel
drunk.
that like floats around the empire whenever there's well, he's not on duty at the moment. But yes. He is a violent drunk, you are correct.
Your assessment is right. Congratulations.
I made my
He
insight
looks
check.
he looks
Yeah.
perpetually pissed off, and even drinking is not helping improve his mood.
He's pissed off and pissed.
Yeah. As he's sort of glowering at you, Viltor comes in and says, "Oh, Teldin, father,
Oh god.
why don't I take these visitors away for you? I'm sure your daughter would love to, catch up with you some more, and we're obviously traveling soon, so I'm sure you're not in a good mood. I imagine Cognar said something to you."
Apparently, he
From
just was here.
yeah, from beyond the wall, he says, I didn't say anything."
It's true, he didn't. But
Well, sometimes he doesn't even have to say anything. I think we all understand anyway.
Yes.
I'll just take these new barons with me. No need to upset them. All right. Can I show you the sights of the city?
sure,
Is it the city being the gateway or?
Yeah, gateway. There's
Yeah.
there's two like fortress cities. You're in the
Yes.
left fortress city at this time. It's sort of a massive. Well, massive. It's a massive fortification, but mostly it's empty. It just has a few runesmiths. It's got like a bunch of sacred artists who are like doing their mostly here everybody has like earth powers at the left side fortress. You can see people sort of manipulating stone. And as you leave, Viltor calls back to Teldin, "I'll send a couple of Earth Shapers up to fix up that wall." And he says, "Yes, do it while Cognar's in there."
As after we like get out of East Side, like Kridi will say, I get the impression I'm getting the impression that no one really likes Cognar.
you're only getting that now.
Well,
It was different. It was different in the Wastes. Like there was a reason everybody tried to hate him, but like
Cognar has
from what he
only
told-
really, made himself seem nice and lovable to one person. Rukka.
I don't think Teldin cared at all about Cognar previously until he helped me marry his daughter. And then maybe some enmity appeared. But I do try to be worthy of her.
I mean, at least it doesn't seem to be directed at you, which makes things a bit easier.
Well, that's because I'm not an abrasive ass. But Yes, I do try my best.
That does help.
Whereas my brother never seems to try at all, and yet is better than most of us.
So
Don't let
is he
him
or isn't he your
hear that I
brother?
said that.
Because he said he
He
was your brother.
is
You said he
not.
wasn't. Now you're referring to him as your brother.
He is not, but he does. Well, sometimes he does personal training, and you can see sort of like the light of fear in his eyes, like just sort of some flashes of horror come over his face. And while it does push you forward, it's well, let's just say I don't want to experience it. Does he train you?
No.
No.
Oh,
At least
okay.
not yet.
So
I
he
feel- I
hasn't
f-
led you into any fights that you almost died in?
Oh, I mean, once.
I mean, we kind of get into those on our own pretty
There's
easily.
no leading.
Yeah.
If anything,
Oh.
he's just a bystander. We
Okay.
would enter those fights with or without his presence.
Really?
I mean, when you mess with the caribou, you get the horns.
That's pretty well spoken. That's it's just can you get a better catchphrase? It's just not intimidating.
Yes, the horns. Excellent. Well, he seems to have found some like-minded people. You like getting into life or death battles.
No, we're just
Oh.
idiots.
Uh-huh. He looks at you all. Well, at least you're happy.
Not really.
Maybe you're like,
Okay then.
come on,
Huh.
Rukka. This is you can be a little happier. We're alive, and
Okay,
This guy's
Chris.
trying to
and
find
we're
the
so
silver
much
linings in the
more
emo
prepared than we ever
crew.
would have been back home. Like, think of all the things we've experienced.
Yeah,
Like
and
near death.
I'd much rather
Well-
be home. Where are those ruby slippers?
There's a very fine restaurant run over this part of town by the Red Lotus. If you are feeling hungry, we have the finest tailors in town. Actually, my family runs a good. Well, you would understand. Cognar pretty much runs the tailoring trade inside the Empire now. It's what he sought about doing about 20 years ago.
It's a tailor.
Um,
Makes sense.
he's a cleaner,
Cleaner.
but he does. Yes, our family is you could call us the janitors of the Empire. We keep the streets clean. We make sure everything's running. And yeah, we clean the royal palace and take care of a lot of necessary functions of the empire.
So you're
I
Lord of
can
the
see why
Privy.
he leaves.
That, well, technically, Cognar is Lord of the Privy, but
That's what he's
Don't-
called from now on.
I wouldn't say that in front of
I
him.
wouldn't recommend insulting him. He, well, let's say he weirdly holds strange grudges. Again, he sort of looks a little fearful. You know, I think the last person that was really mean to him was Lord Jiro.
Yes, well,
So hitting him through a wall's not being really mean to him,
Oh, I'm sure that didn't hurt him at all.
but not humiliate him.
He
he doesn't seem the type to care about that.
he
Like he seems comfortable enough in his own
I don't know.
power that he doesn't actually.
You have to really mean it. Telden doesn't actually hate him, I don't think. He just is annoyed by him. And I think even Cognar is willing to admit that he is annoying.
Yeah, that's something I can agree. But something we
But
can agree on, for sure.
disrespect or derision?
Look,
I mean, Cognar is powerful, and you have to respect that.
yeah, of course,
Well,
he was the one who
unless you're more
helped us.
powerful.
He helped us. Well, he helped us get to here. He got us out
So
of the way.
what's this thing that you're talking about with training? And Cognar training people, leading them into danger.
Yes, well, Cognar is an exceptional talent, and when he was young, he was always looking for someone to advance with him, along the path. But he left everybody behind, and it's very hard for him to have friends and peers. He tried with me, but I could not keep up with him, and he has left me far behind. He carried me as far as he could, but I couldn't push through his training. He has recruited multiple times from the brightest in our family and indeed in other families. And apart from driving many of them into breakdowns, he has not succeeded in.
So he deliberately leads people into life or death situations to weed out the weak and so that he can latch on or associate with those that are strong so that he can pull them along so that they can become his peers.
Yes, he's trying to. I think he calls me brother because he wishes that there was someone who was a brother to him.
Do you think that's why he was watching us back when we entered the desert place?
We were outsiders and unknowns. I think that's as far as it probably goes. He'd probably seen everybody in the city but not us. And if this is true, probably led many a person to their death, hoping that they would potentially match his ideals.
He normally doesn't kill people
No,
or
no,
have
he
them
doesn't
die,
kill
but
them,
they sort of break down.
but if he leads them into life or death situations,
Hmm.
fights that are on a precipice.
There have definitely been casualties, but maybe not as many as I am making out like there could have been. He
So,
is still there
but he
in the end.
he will step in if it gets too bad.
Yes. So if they're not outright killed, he will save them.
Still seems
Yeah.
a little bit blasé with people's lives. But
I think that's like everywhere.
but
He
that's
sort of
probably
looks at
why
you confusedly. Hmm?
that's probably why he was gazing upon us then, well, especially you, Rukka, because we were unknowns.
And we radiated an aura of awesomeness.
Sure, let's go with that. My screen went black.
I mean, it seems like that if he has brought us here, it seems like he has some kind of
Will he have
hope
passed the tests that
goal
he
for us.
originally set? We're just progressing along the path, perhaps. Either way, we want to get home. We want to find out where we are precisely, where our home is in association with where we are currently, and see if we can plot a course or find some way to traverse so that we do get home.
And see if that really cool shiny shield is still near the giant skeleton.
You still remember that?
Shiny thing. We've got to see if we
Yeah.
can also rescue Team Killsteel.
I'm sure they're fine.
I still
Guys
have
wouldn't
the
leave.
fat block.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness they still have the fat block and we don't.
All right. Well, with that said, we need to work out, I guess, where we are. So, where are you leading us to?
I've just been leading you to the restaurant at the moment. Was there somewhere else you'd like to go?
Oh, no, food's fine, I guess.
I mean, we haven't had a proper meal in like a week.
Probably would like to have a bath
weeks.
first.
Yes, we have facilities.
We're probably
Mostly
still pretty manky from the last fight we had with all the getting spat on and stuff. Or at least
Well, only
Afanen
one of us
is.
got spat on.
As I said, at least Afanen is. But the rest of us got bitten and gooped and stuff.
All right. Well, yes. Okay, we can take you to your quarters. You will be put up in the Black Claw area, and you will be given Baron's quarters. We have enough here for 20 Barons, so you will easily fit in since it is just myself and Cognar here, and he will of course take the Lord's residence.
But after cleaning and relaxing a little bit, and getting the knots out of my hair, I'm sure that myself and my fellows here would love to go to this restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having hair. Just seems so inconvenient.
So you are led to these sort of, each of you have individual sort of quarters, a few rooms each, and they all have 3 servants, members of the Black Claw clan, who are not as advanced as you. They are about level 5. These are the most immaculate quarters you've ever seen.
Yeah, I was going to say this is
Everything is incredibly clean, spick and span. And in fact, anytime you move anything sort of out of position or like make any mess at all, it's gone instantaneously. As you walk through the quarter, when you turn around, you see someone like moving away with like a pen and brush, who's been like sweeping behind you as you move. They are the house of cleanliness.
This is going to be fun.
Yay. You're going to be
I-
Homer Simpson, aren't you? Dropping things.
A little bit more subtly.
That's weird. Kridi is, I guess, uncomfortable in general with all of this, but like that in particular, just having been that dedicated to be.
So you notice if you like look at them because you have your divine or your sort of arcane sight, you notice that like their spirit arts are all about like cleaning and tidying and moving and not being like noticed. They're trying to do it surreptitiously. They're trying to like keep
Yes.
everything very clean and stuff in the background, like it just happened naturally. And you notice that like while they're like cleaning up and stuff, they're actually training. This is them like advancing on the path for them.
Wild. That's
Mhm.
what does this say about the Empire? The fact that you can have people this specialized.
What doesn't it say?
I mean, it's just like that's. I mean, that would be that. I mean, I don't know about your clan, but that would seem like an incredible waste of the absolute waste to be focusing on something like that when we need everything to survive. Here, it seems like they're just like so unthreatening that they're so unthreatened or unbothered that you can have these like decadent, basically,
Of course.
Oh,
The powerful empire.
sounds like Åvna needs some sleep.
I don't know why. I got heaps of sleep last night. I was a bit stuffed up at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough. Cool. Well, I mean, Kridi, even though Kridi isn't settled, I mean, she'll still like, probably have a bath and get herself clean.
Mhm.
If there's, I assume, are they like personalized baths? Like, is it that advanced? Like, do they have
Yes,
like actual
absolutely.
Like you
washrooms?
all want to get into a
Okay.
bath together, do you?
Yeah,
Well,
so
no, I'm just saying like that's kind of like like having a bathhouse is kind of a
yeah,
standard, right?
you have
In certain
there is
cultures, other cultures
there
no.
yeah, you have a personal bath, and it uses an enchanted item or a script circle that creates water and heats water, so that you can like do the temperature and stuff by running various script circles that are on this yeah, basically
Excellent.
enchanted tub. Um,
How user friendly is it?
very good as long as you can cast a cantrip.
Cool. So lucky for us, we're all capable of that.
Do people walk around in the city carrying or bearing arms and armor? Or is it
Yes.
unusual?
You're in a fortress city at the moment, so people do. And also, everywhere you've been, everybody's sort of allowed to carry the items of their spirit art. And a lot of people's spirit arts, if it's like a warrior one, revolves around their weapon.
Sure.
So there's like a lot of sword artists and stuff like that. And so they can't really leave those behind. So there's sort of a additional level of like leeway in the
Yep.
culture
Cool.
of Ascend. That's yeah, people sort of can carry their gear around a little bit more.
All right, so we're not going to have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be fine. You did notice that Teldin, when he first met you, he did sort of like smell your spirit arts, and you
Right,
think that
so
he like got a little bit more annoyed by your presence than otherwise. But that's just you guys are like often um confused with people who are walking like a path of slaughter because you gain XP from killing people, whereas like that's not how other people gain XP unless they're the path of slaughter.
they gain it by cleaning the toilets.
Yeah, these
Yeah, I
guys
mean,
gain by
apparently.
cleaning. If you are a member of House Blacklaw, yes, you gain it by cleaning.
But I
But
guess cleaning
it's
covers a lot
also
of
by
things.
that's right. It's also
Yeah.
by your understanding of cleaning. So in a lot of respects, Cognar believes that like cleaning is by like getting rid of the wastes in society. So
Whatever that means.
he can do a lot of cleaning. That
He's
yeah.
a mobster.
Anyway, he may be a mobster.
He's the cleaner.
Indeed. They are the cleaners of the Empire, whatever that means. They're keeping the streets clean. You are taken to the Red Lotus House restaurant. Here you see one of the banners. It's a Red Lotus, but it's this is one of the other major houses of the Empire, and Viltor is there, and he says, "Yes, if you're ever in medical need, the Red Lotus run the hospices, and they are the finest healers inside the Empire.
We
Unless
always
you
need healing.
unless you get the attention of the Shadow Queen, there are no finer healers in these lands."
Do they?
Yeah.
I like this is a restaurant, right? Like, so I say, do they
Mhm.
also like do hospitality type things as well? Like,
Yes, lots of sort of hospitality type stuff. Yes, that's correct.
lovely.
Yes.
Cool. Well, I guess
They're
we
one
shall
of my favorite
enjoy
houses.
a nice meal. Rukka, you going to perform for the
Indeed.
people? Regale
Before
them with tales of
Tales of the Northern
heroism?
Warriors. I think we should. I think that'd just be polite. Tell them how we fought a blood bear, came out on top.
As long as you say a, not the.
We have
That's a
done
very
so
important
many
distinction.
things. There was the giant serpent.
Yeah, there was that.
We won the
All that
challenge
stuff.
in the labyrinth.
Yep.
Fought in the arena.
One in the arena too.
Yes. You should definitely regale them with tales of your and our exploits.
Absolutely. Is there a nice sturdy table to stand on?
Oh god. Please don't stand on the table.
There are tables. Are they sturdy? Reasonably, maybe not as sturdy as the ones back home, but they look pretty fine. There's like a lovely bench. And in here, you see like there's no one here who's below sort of the master advancement level. So there's no one below level 5 in this restaurant.
Which makes sense because this is a frontier, like this is a border thing. So you'd want people who could actually
Clean.
Well, I mean, it's
On
just,
the
it's just
edge.
like all
On the edge is that's where the dusk gathers.
If you want to perform, you can give me a performance check. That's fine. Otherwise, the meal will be served to you. There's a selection of
that's
a
pathetic.
13 on performance. Very mid. That's a mid performance. No one here looks impressed at all.
Mm-hmm.
And Viltor.
Kridi's trying to correct the story at every turn.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And Viltor's like, yes, that's, well, not normal for an establishment like this, but out of towners. No one's like disrespectful for you though. You are with Viltor, who is sort of recognized, and there's like a few people like your servers are bowing to you and stuff, and they bring you various dishes. They're sort of all introduced as blah 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 beast and blah blah blah, where it was sort of hunted and stuff. This is all sort of like lord fare. It's not like farmed material meats or anything like that. These are like sort of what you would have previously in the Five Peaks considered sort of mythic meats and stuff. They're presented in a way that you have never even imagined. These are incredible, exquisite dishes, and you can see that they're infused with spirit arts. As you eat them, you will all gain 10 temporary hit points. That will last you for 24 hours.
So
Yeah.
probably not relevant, but important, good to know.
Probably not relevant, but yes, you have eaten here, and at the end of the meal, Viltor will pay them, and you see he pays them with enhanced platinum pieces effectively, and you believe that if you were looking at sort of level 3 spirit coins, which are what gold pieces are called, he would effectively have given them about 2,000 gold pieces
Jesus, okay. That's
for that meal.
a lot more than we have. But it seems pretty standard for him, so let's not mention it, I guess.
If he asked us to shout him next time, like, we're gonna have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, we're going to Macca's. But even when we go there, he's limited to cheeseburgers and junior burgers.
Yeah, he can only get something off the dollar menu.
I feel like that won't be happening, but we'll see how we go. I guess we should probably try and earn some money then. at some point, but we'll see how we go.
Mm-hmm. All right. After the meal, is there anything you guys would like to do, or do you wish to retire to your suites?
I mean, I think Kridi, I think, is probably like just wanted to have a bit of time to take all this in. So yeah, Kridi, I think, is done for the day.
Probably not a bad
Having
idea.
proper rest after traveling for so long, and
Yep.
yeah, we'll figure things out in the morning.
It's probably pretty enticing.
All right, great. As you guys all return to your
I will thank sorry, I was gonna say I will thank Viltor for his hospitality, and
you're
just be
more than welcome. Look, if Cognar gets too much, you know, run away. I'm sure he'll turn a blind eye.
Well, I think he's
If you
taken a
do,
very fond liking to Rukka, and I know it's definitely.
okay. Well, Rukka, just remember you don't owe him anything. And I always fear for the safety of those that get too close to Cognar. I wouldn't want you dying, because of him, you know.
he's already died once. Like,
He's already died? Did that happen after he met Cognar?
was it
Um,
before or after?
It was after.
it was
After.
after. Yeah, I
Did
used
he-
to have this like giant cog coming out of my shoulder. It was really weird looking.
Did he lead you into your near death?
I don't think that case was no.
I mean, we
Wasn't
were
it in the
in
labyrinth?
the
It was in the
labyrinth
labyrinth.
that he was there and told us
He
we
was the
should go
one that
into.
kind of advised us to go into the labyrinth
Yeah, that
in
sounds like him.
a roundabout way. We were already thinking about it, but I think he convinced Rukka, who made the
Convinced the
argument
rest of
to
us.
us, and
Okay.
in the end, it was easier to say yes.
Look, if you're not upset, then maybe this will work out. But look, if it's too much, it was too much for me. There's no shame in sneaking out.
I mean,
He let me go. I'm sure he'll let you go too.
I got this cool dog, and I'm
Like
gonna
that's not
make a tracksuit
that's
pop
not
out of me.
not a great trade.
Oh, you
'Cause
got a companion. That's very cool.
That's why I died.
I've
I died for my companion.
You died. Oh, uh, hmm.
Because we
Okay.
were companions, and then I was going to lose him, so I didn't lose him, and I died, and now I
Well,
have him, and he's a good boy. Look at this smile as his face splits vertically.
splits in half. Yeah.
well. Your tail seems to have won Vilter over. That you're willing to die for, like, this, spirit animal, that you have, and he says, "Well, okay. I I hope you enjoy your stay in the Empire, and I hope that Cognar can help you. I still have my tour to finish here, but if you are still in the capital when I return, I hope that I can chat with you all again."
Indeed. I look
Oops.
forward to it.
Hmm. All right, and he will sort of jump away. Jump, 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 and then jump onto his sword and fly off. Hmm.
I really need to work out how to get my sword to do that because that looks fun.
Hmm. Well, that can be done inside the Empire. when you return to your quarters, there are messages left for you and new robes. These look like your sort of clan robes that you already had, but they've got like a small symbol of the Black Claw on them. And the message from Cognar says that he's had robes made for you. They are perfectly tailored and fitted somehow. And that the symbol of the Black Claw in it just shows that you are valued guests of the Black Claw, and to not mess with you, and to be a bit more welcoming, and that he is off talking to some forgers about making a ring.
Cool.
And I'll see you in the morning.
Like, okay, so Kridi is extremely weirded out by how this is all working. What does everybody else think of it, like in character?
Everything is weird since we started upon the coming of age trials. Everything has gone left or right to about as far away from what would be normal as could be expected. And the wastelands were bizarre. This place is bizarre for different reasons, but everything is far different than what we were used to, what we would expect, and how we would act or treat other people.
I mean, the wastelands were just. I mean, the wastelands were similar to where we were from. It was just too hot instead of too cold. Like,
Well, yes and no.
Kridi could understand that.
Well, yes and no. The power plays and the machinations in the desert were a little bit weird, and all those people, like the Blood Knives, giving into corruption, and it just seems a little bit. It's not really, other than the fact that it was a harsh environment. Not really like where we came from. I like to think that where we're from has a greater spirit of community and cooperation, whereas there it was more about clawing over the corpses of those that were in the way to elevate yourself.
Our clans fight, right?
They do.
Not like that though. Could you imagine that the clans within the wastelands sending young people on a quest together where they have to cooperate and act from a more altruistic center to come out at the end?
Yeah, probably not. But like, I don't know. This is just
Even within their own clans, there seemed to be a lot of pushing and shoving. I guess the Sand Spiders were the only one that didn't really exhibit that. Amir had a lot more respect from within his clan, but the other clans, internally and externally, was pretty much the same. At least that's what it seemed like. This is just another thing which is different, another extremity. But we haven't even scratched the surface of what's in here. And I don't know if we really should. We just want to. I mean, this is why I asked earlier what we were doing. What's the purpose? Do we need to hang around here, or do we just want to find the quickest, most expedient way that we can to return home? That's what I'd be for. The more we get drawn into what's happening here, and clearly there are similarities here that there are in the wastelands, as you saw with how Krognar was initially treated and how he's viewed.
That was pretty funny though.
It was, but again, there's this You know, these houses, these clans, there's a lot of seemingly animosity between them.
I mean,
Rukka
maybe
wants
that
to go home.
maybe that's normal though. Like
Is it really?
maybe, but I fully understand that we could be the weird ones, you know.
Maybe we are. Maybe we're the outliers. It's possible. But from our point of view, everything else seems weird. So to go back to your earlier statement, that's just more question.
Yeah,
I mean, so
I
what is
guess.
our end game here? Getting home. What do we want to do to achieve that? How far do we want to be drawn into the
I
machinations
mean,
of the people here?
we had some really cool stories from the other place, but I would have quite happily have like not bothered with the blood knives if we could have just gotten home faster.
Yeah, like Kridi is still focused on like going home, but at the same time, I feel like we do owe something to Cognar for the assistance he's given us, even if he is working for his own interests.
Everyone seems to be working
It's
for their
still
own interests. As soon as you turn up anywhere, it's people want to recruit you because of something that we may be able to do for them. It's
yeah.
all about furthering their own agendas. Everybody, pretty much. And do we really owe Cognar?
I
What
mean,
assistance has he really given us?
he allowed us to get to here.
Did he?
Yeah. I don't think we would have been so warmly welcomed if we had shown up alone.
Maybe, maybe not. The problem is when you turn up with someone like Cognar, you are immediately tarred with the same brush. So any animosities that Cognar has gained in the Empire, we now have. Because we came in train with Cognar. We are Cognar's allies, whether we like it or not. We have his friends, we have his foes, we have his any of the baggage that he
Yeah, but
has here,
that's
we have.
only until we speak to them, and then we can show them how awesome we are, and then they'll like us.
Well, perhaps, but there may not be an opportunity to talk to them. We are biased, or there is bias against us, and there is bias for us. It's just how it is. We turn up with Cognar, we are in that niche. We turn up without Cognar, we make it ourselves. So it is spurious to say that we're only here because of him, because we don't know.
Pretty.
Mhm.
What does spurious mean?
Uh, I don't even know if Kridi knows that. Where did you learn that word? Was it from Cognar?
Me,
Yeah.
I've got a wisdom of 20. Thank you very much, and I hang around with the Norns. I was basically raised by the Norns.
He was raised by the.
Something that you believe to be true, but or purports to be true, but may not be true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Truth is important for the Norns.
Again, like again, regardless, Kree doesn't think just blowing off Cognar is a good idea.
I didn't say we were. We can't now, but do we really owe him? That's the thing. So getting into debt is a dangerous business, and believing that you have a debt is very dangerous, especially if the reason you believe you have that debt may or may not be factual. If it is just implied or perceived that there is a reason for the debt, then you're making a rod for your own back. Because I don't know if he has really done much for us that we could not have done ourselves.
I don't think we could have gotten to the Empire by ourselves.
We don't know. The gateway, is it closed?
It's they don't just let anybody in, but yeah, they would have let in barons. Like if you ask around.
They probably would have like questioned us about it though.
All I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying is that you can't just instantly say that Cognar has helped us out along the way. I'm sure there are times where he has, and some of his advice, but there's also times where he has been deliberately misleading.
Most of the time, I think he's just enjoyed watching us, which is kind of creepy, really, when you think about it.
It
He does
is.
a lot of watching people.
It is, and that in itself indicates that, what has he really done for us that we couldn't have done ourselves? If he is just observing us vicariously. But I'm not saying that to blow him off immediately. Take him out for a few drinks first if you want to.
Well, that'll be on Rukka. We need to get some more money apparently if we're going to do that though.
But what do we want to achieve here? That's the big goal.
Well, I think 3 of us have said go home. What does Afanen think? You're muted.
Afanen also wants to go home. Kaylee is going to have to go soon though.
Yes.
I feel like this is a good spot to end it. It is we've arrived, we're sleeping, we're going to start a new day and do something stupid probably, but
Yeah, if people want to sort of discuss, at your slumber party, what you're doing in
slumber party.
the message, that'd be really good. So I get an idea. If you are met in the morning by Cognar, he will give you some options, which is you can hang around in town for a couple of weeks until the next airship heads to the capital, or you guys can start making your way to the capital through the various cities on foot or whatever. But yeah, if you want to tell me what you want to do, that is good. Cognar sort of promises you that at his estate in the capital, there will be easy ways for him to work out where you are from.
Cool.
If that's what you want to do. Or if
How
you
much
just
is
want to,
it?
travel north and see what you find, that's an option too.
I'm happy at the moment. If Cognar thinks he knows a way of finding out where we are from, getting some more specifics, then I am happy to continue along that route.
But that sounds like he's doing something for us.
Well, that could be, and it could be the real first thing that he's done for us. Of course, it would have to be understanding that he's probably going to want us to do something for him.
All right. Well, thanks for the game, everybody. Glad that we could finally
reach the Empire.
Do that too.
It's
Empire's good.
Indeed.
When you get to the capital, I can show you a map that you saw previously. Through a bell for a second. Maybe, depending on how you enter the capital. But yeah.
Cool.
That was one of the locations that you could have.
They could have disappeared in.
Yeah, that could have been.
That could have been a bit worse for us, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's good. All right. Well, thank you for that, Aaron.
Yes. I'm glad. Yeah, I think you were about to say we're glad we can actually have everybody together and play it again rather than just monster
Yes.
squatting it up.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that was one thing that I did want to talk about. With
I'll stop the recording now then.